Okay, so it is currently 4 hours past when I normally air this video. I was working on something that was actually related to Team Ohana, and I got caught up with everything. Sorry, but I'm going to make sure it gets out to you still today. Better late than never. It's Final Order Cutoff, Books of Interest for the Final Order Cutoff week ending June 10th, 2024. Stick around. Welcome back, family. Team Ohana here. I'm your host, Rich, and we're going to be covering the Final Order Cutoff Books of Interest for June 10th, 2024. Now, what do I mean by a book of interest? Well, quite simply, any book that you might not know is coming up that is interesting. So, I mean, if you're already subscribed to Spider-Man, Hulk, Superman, Batman, whatever, you don't need me to tell you that there's another issue coming out. You already know this. But if there's a new series, a number one, of something, whether it's a full run, a mini-series, a one-shot, you might not know, and I'm just going to try to point it out to you. If there's a reprint of number one, whether it's the second, third, fifth, whatever, so there's a lot of people that like collecting the multiple printings, or you just might have missed the first print and want to get a second print so you have something to read. I'll point those out to you. If you picked up a comic book off the shelf and read it and said, this is really good, I want to continue reading it, I'm going to point out the number twos for you as well. I'm not going to point out the threes and fours. Once you're past number two, you're on your own. Sorry. If there's some cool cover art, if there's a first appearance of a character, if there's something significant in the book that I know about. Okay, that's the key, because I don't know everything. Just ask my wife. She'll verify that one. Anyway, I'll try to point those out to you as well. And one other thing, if I see a giant size or an annual or a king size book, I'll point those out as well, because those are not included in your subscription. If you are subscribed again to Spider-Man, if that will give you 12 issues for 12 months. Spider-Man annual or king size or giant size will not be included in your subscription. If you want it, you're going to have to go onto your pull list and make sure that you mark it. So those are what I call books of interest. I've talked enough. Let's get into it. Boom. Now, as you can see, look it up here at the top. Look at all these tabs. We got a lot of books to talk about today. I'm really looking forward to this one. Let's jump right into it, going with Image Comics first. Remember that they don't always type the name properly at the top. So it is All Things We Didn't Do Last Night. It's a one-shot from Image Comics. If that's, this looks like something that you're interested in, read the description and check it out. We have Free Agents number one from writer Kurt Busiek and Fabian Desenza. Okay, maybe I should read people's names that I know how to pronounce. I can't pronounce my own last name sometimes, so why not? We have Gromit's number one second printing. For all you people that missed number one first print and you want to pick up a second printing of it, go right ahead. Redcoat number one third printing. You guys love your multiple printings. Here's Redcoat. Rook Exodus number one third printing. Image is really loading up on these multiple printings this week. I think that's the last one of this week, though. Let's see. Scarlet number two. A lot of people picked up number one, and I heard positive things about it. If you liked it and you want to continue reading it, make sure you add Scarlet number two to your pull list. It's only a 5 issues, so you might want to just subscribe. There is also a spoiler variant. I don't know what it spoils, obviously, because it's a spoiler. I have it ordered, so let's see what it is. We have the Dark Crystal, Jim Henson's Dark Crystal Archive Edition, number one of 3. I'll be honest, I didn't like the movie when it came out, when I was a kid, and I never really saw the big allure to it, but this was very, very popular. I was in the minority of somebody who didn't like it, and I understand that. 1983, I was more interested in Return of the Jedi and Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff along that line. But Dark Crystal, this is the cover A, and honestly, I love the cover B. I think the amount of work that went into that by Franny is just beautiful, and you might want to give that one a look as well. Moving into DC, we have Absolute Power, number one. This is the cover A, Dan Mora's. And this obviously has to do with Amanda Waller. And this is a wraparound cover. There's a few different covers. But the Chris Zulo, let's look at this one. I think this is just one hell of a cool looking cover. I love this. Let me get me out of the way. Oh, move. Rich, get out of the way. Nobody wants to see you. Boom. So yeah, you got Flash and Aquaman and Green Lantern tied up over here on the side. Wonder Woman upside down. She's like, yes, I am Batman and Superman. I get total control of the sandbox. That is really, really good artwork. I love Christy Zulo and everything that she does. I'm back. Okay, so I mean, that is one of my favorite covers in a long time. I just love that. Batman and Robin and Howard, Summer Breakdown, number 1 of 3. A lot of people like Batman, Robin, and Howard. If that was up your alley and you liked it, there's a new 3-part series coming out, and that's number 1. We have My Adventures with Superman, number 2 of 6. If you read number 1 and you liked it, want to continue, there you go. Poison Ivy, number 24. Okay, again, nothing major in it, but Nakayama, I love the artwork of Poison Ivy lately. And yeah, the combat boots and everything. And the amount of work that went, and yes, I understand she looks good, but you think about the amount of work that went into all that background, the leaves, the flowers, the skulls, the amount of art detail in this artwork, in this picture is just amazing. You could take her out of it and it's a great picture, okay? But please don't take her out of it. So it's just a cover of interest in my opinion. All right, so we have Amazing Spider-Man number 53. Secret Revealed meets Spider-Goblin. And I really like this cover. This is just the cover A. There's a couple other ones, but I like the cover A the best. It looks like it got the whole Sinister Six in the background being decimated by him. There is, of course, your Disney What If variant, as there is in most of the Spider-Man books. So this one is Avengers Assemble. I collect all these, just to have one of each. Moving on, we have Annihilation 2099, number 2. If you like number 1 and you want to continue reading it, there's your reminder. Black Panther, Blood Hunt, number 1, the second printing, the blood soaked. Seriously, I thought the number 1 first print was blood soaked. This is like overly soaked. I'm afraid of getting on my fingers. There's so much red ink in this. This might be my favorite blood-soaked cover. Oh my God, that is just so cool. Wow. Tell me what you think in the comments. I mean, I love that one. Moving on, we have, there's a lot of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. And I'm picking out a couple of the ones that I think are my favorites. The Daredevil, number 11, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, is one of my favorites. That's the homage to the death of Elektra. That's really, really good. We also have the Ghost Rider. Oops, went a little too far. Final Vengeance number 5. There's the Deadpool kills Marvel, and he's putting out the Ghost Rider with a fire extinguisher. That's funny. We have Silver Surfer Giant Size number 1. Now again, if you're subscribed to Silver Surfer, you're not going to get this. You have to go on specifically and click on this book. We have Hulk Blood Hunt number 1. So the Hulk's getting into this, and I can't wait to see that one blood soaked. Woof. Well, next month. We have Midnight Suns Blood Hunt number 1, second printing, the blood soaked version of that, with the same picture with the Ghost Rider and Blade on the cover, but everything's super red, paling in comparison to that Black Panther though. Ugh. Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider, number 1, second printing. The Sousa variant. We have Ultimates, number 2, for everybody that picked up number 1 and liked it. And from what I hear, that's a lot. Don't forget to order number 2. Add that to your pull list. There is an In-Hyuk Lee spoiler variant on this as well. What it's spoiling, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But hopefully, by the time this comes out in July, we'll all know. Just take everything with a grain of salt, because remember that once the Ultimate Saga is over, that is an alternate universe. It's not going to really affect the current 616 Earth. So a lot of people put a lot of money into the first Ultimates that came out. What was it, 2 years ago? Last year? Whatever. And those books have really dropped in price because, once the series is over, it was over. Wolverine number 88 Facsimile Edition. This is going to be hitting shops July 24th. What? This is right about when Deadpool's coming out. I got a feeling there's going to be a scene just like this in the movie. It's too popular not to. They love paying little homages to certain scenes in comic books. I would not be surprised if this facsimile edition is sold out quickly. So you might want to order a copy of it if you'd like to have it. X-Men number 1. From the ashes, Krakoa is gone. Orcus has fallen, but the X-Men remain always. Cyclops leads. Bleh. Anyway, we've got a new series of X-Men coming out. It's only $5.99. It's a few different covers of this as well. My favorite of the covers variant is the Tyler Christopher negative space variant. This negative space works. There's a lot of negative spaces like Dynamite's Hercules that doesn't this week. But I mean, magic. Come on, man. Ileana, she looks great. And that's a really well drawn, good negative space. That's a great cover. So moving into Dynamite, we have Chitara is getting her own little series. How long it's going to be going out for? How many issues? I don't know. But this is the Soziamaka variant. Looks very good. There's a lot of different covers of this. And foil variants and ratio variants and everything else. Some of them I like. Some of them are okay. I think the cover A is actually one of the best. A very simple one that I picked up for Mrs. Ohana. I've ordered it. Is the number 1 logo. This is a very simple logo, and it's in a foil. So bear in mind, it is $10. So just be ready for it when you go to pick it up. That is a $10 book for a Dynamite book. But it's a foil, and I got a feeling that's going to look really good in a foil. Let's see. Dynamite has Vampirella Dark Reflections number 2. If you read number 1 and you liked it, there's your reminder. Moving out of Dynamite into the general category of comics, because that's actually what it says, comics and other books. Distillery Media and their prestige format has another book coming out. We have Joe Henderson bringing Big Burn number 1. From Dark Horse, we have Critical Role Vox Machina Origins 4 number 2. If you read 1 and you would like to continue reading it, here's your reminder. Dark Harbor. I don't remember ever hearing this name before, and there's another book. We have 2 this week from a publisher I don't know, so that's good. Cross Country number 1 from Ben Peterson. From Scout Comics, we have Divine Power Made Me number 1 second printing for all you multiple printing fanatics out there. Fear City Thumper number 1 for anybody that just doesn't have enough of Killer Pooh and Killer Bambi. Now we have Killer Thumper. I really don't think these stories are that great, but still, somebody's buying them, somebody's liking them. To each their own. Gotcha Man Galactor number 1 of 4, and that is such a great cover. It just really brings back all the time I watched the cartoon. See how good that is. We have from Dark Harbor, there's the other one, Greylock number 1 second printing, and I don't remember putting up the first number 1 first printing, but Kiva number 1 from Scout Comics, and I've been hearing about this one in advance. This is a story of just, I guess, like picture Chernobyl, and everybody evacuates. All the people evacuate, and they left their dog. And this one house, tamed, domesticated, there we go, dog is left to protect its territory, its property, expecting the people to come back from a pack of wild dogs. So that could be an interesting story. I don't know if it's going to, compare to like Stray Dogs, but a lot of people like reading stories about that kind of stuff. And I got a feeling this might be the one from Scout Comics that finally breaks through and goes up in price. And the funny thing is, I don't know if I've ordered this one or not. I'm going to have to do that as soon as the show is over. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause and do it right this second. Okay, not only did I order it, I ordered 2. So I'm going to make sure that that day when it comes out in our new Comic Book Day video, I got you covered. I'm going to have a copy there in case you miss this. And you want to have a chance to get it into your collection. Somebody's going to win a copy. What the heck? I just got a feeling about that. And I've hit a few good ones lately where I've given away some really great books on New Comic Book Day. Make sure you're there on Wednesdays. And I would love to hit another winner for you guys. Man, Goat, and Bunny Man. Beware the Pig Man. Number 1 of 3. I don't know. Is anybody else this here like Man, Bear, Pig in their head when they read this? Anyway, Zenescope Entertainment Incorporated has one out for you if you want to go pick it up. We have Dark Horse bringing Nemesis Rogue Gallery number 1 cover A. We have Scout Europe having Rogues number 2. For all you people that read number 1 and you want to continue reading it, there's your reminder. Dark Harbor again. Look at this. Roman Ritual with the really sick art on the cover here. Number 1, cover A from Jamie Martinez, written by L. Torres. Let's give some love to this new comic book company here that I don't know about. Maybe you guys know, and put it in the comments if you like. Rich, they've been around for 16 years. They put out such titles as da, 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 da. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I count on you guys to keep me educated. From Keen Spot Entertainment, we have Sister Powers Summer Vacation number 1. From Mad Cave Studios, a 6-part series starting called Soul Taker. From IDW, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2024 number 1. This is the Raphael Albuquerque cover, and it does look good. And there's a bunch of different covers as well. One of my favorites is the 40th anniversary from David Talbot. And this one really reminds me of the Raphael first appearance of Casey Jones. That's a cool cover. So again, it's a new series premiere, new jumping on point. So for all you people that always wanted to get into reading the Turtles and just felt like, oh, I don't feel like reading 85 back issues just to get into it, this is a good starting point. Not necessarily this issue. The cover A that I just talked about. You can read this. It's a new storyline and get into Turtle Power, man. Get into the Turtle world. From Scout Comics, Chispa. I don't know what Chispa is. 13 Origins Cloudbreak number 1, cover A. We also have the 13 Origins Dragon Thrall number 1, cover A. And we also have the 13 Origins Vendaval number 1, cover A. So there's a lot of 13 Origins, and I don't have a clue what 13 Origins is. So if you know what this is all about and why there's 3 different series premiering all at the same time, please, I appreciate it if you drop a comment down below. Not just about this, but if any other book in here that you feel that I've hyped unnecessarily, or if there's books that I've missed that should be on this list, please let me know and let the other people that watch this video know. We're all one big community, and the more you know, the smarter you are. That was really a dumb comment. I don't know. I had no place to go with it. We have Toxic Summer number 2. So if you like number 1 and you want to continue reading number 2, there's your reminder. And last on the list, we have Wonderland Return to Madness number 1 of 3, cover A, from Zenescope Entertainment. And I gotta be honest, if this is what Alice looks like now, then I want to be a little piece of candy that says eat me. Just saying. Wow. Okay. Yeah, okay. And that wraps up our list. Wow. We're going to finish up with that one. It's like Gun Honeys meets Alice in Wonderland. Why not? Hey, if there's a whole... If we got Thumper, if we have Neil before Zod, we have some of these comic books that people buy all the time, then why can't we have an adult Whatever Happened to Alice in Wonderland by the airport? Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I have to find at least one more. I've got two, but at least one more Remember Me pick, because tomorrow I'm going to be recording at Visions along with the Visions themselves. And we're going to be picking up new Remember Me picks. So hopefully I'll have that aired Sunday night if I get the editing done for our Patreon and YouTube members. But for everybody else, they're going to probably see it somewhere on Tuesday. Okay? Again, Patreon members are going to get an extra pick. YouTube members are going to have early access. And if you are both, you're going to get early access and an extra pick. Not fair. It's not fair for only $3 a month. All right. So guys, thank you for joining. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. Not just about saying, hi, how are you? But let me know what I missed, what you liked, what you disliked. Help me fine-tune this channel for you. Okay? Because that's the whole purpose of this, is I'm trying to make this for you. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Until I see you in the next video. Mahalo.